I lived in Buckeye at the time, and which Tolleson was kind of on my path to
Mhm.
the shop. And he called me early in the morning, and Bill, he was always a prankster.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Brother, you're not gonna believe this." And I said, "What, Bill?" And I just left the house, and he said, "We got robbed."
Again.
Well, this is the first time.
Oh, the first time.
So, because it was twice
Yeah.
on the same job site.
Same job site, yeah.
And I didn't believe him. And I
Mhm.
was like, "All right, well, I'm on my way, Bill. Have you called the police yet?" And he was like, "No, not yet. I'll let you call him," because he didn't want to call the police, Bill. And I got there, and sure as crap, the
Yeah.
first Connex had gotten broken into, and what they had seen, because we had the buggy, because it was a super big job site.
Yeah.
We had the buggy to pull a trailer, so the buggy and trailer were in one, and then all the paint and equipment was in the other one. So they took a couple sprayers and some hand tools and
Yeah.
stuff out of the first one, and then I think it was a couple weeks later, I got the same call from Bill, and I didn't believe him. I actually hung up on him, and he called me back like 3 times, and
Yeah. I remember that day.
he was like, "No, I'm serious, Greg. They got the other one now." I couldn't believe it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, being where that job was at the end of that street, they had all the time in the world to do that.
Right.
There was nobody there to stop them. There was cameras on the other buildings, but none down there at the end of that street.
Yeah, I remember, because I had to go to the other building and talk to security over there to see if we can get footage. They actually released it to the police, but there was no footage of it,
Yeah.
and it never showed up. Yeah.
On its way to Mexico, probably.
Oh, yeah, I miss Bill.
I do too. Him and Midnight.
Yeah, Midnight too.
Yeah, we've been over there a few times, me and my wife, to have dinner with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that dog. That dog scared the crap out of me the first time I met it.
Yeah, no kidding.
That thing was so freaking big.
Yeah. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah. So a couple years ago, you saw us go through some major changes during COVID. We downsized, and residential is what carried us through that. And right outside of that, when everything started picking back up, we were having a shortage of labor. We were having a lot of problems. And me and John actually came across an opportunity to start the vocational program.
Mm-hmm.
And when we started that, it was a very humbling journey for me and John.